Hi, welcome to A Life After Life, My Spirit's Lifted by Gaby Baker. And today I have two wonderful guests with me. I have Alan McGarry.
That's me.
And Alan Loves World is his page on Instagram.
Yes.
On everything.
I always said, I don't know why it's called Alan Loves World, because I used to call everyone Love. So I went with Alan Love.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's supposed to be like Alan Loves World. Everyone thinks I love the world.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't mean I loved the world. My nickname used to be called Alan
It
Love.
should be Alan Chicken.
Alan Chicken.
Yeah, I'm going to change it now because
Alan
I'm more of a
Chicken.
chick now. I do
Yeah.
eat a lot of chicken.
And we have Paige, Behan.
Hello.
These guys are both from Dublin, Ballyfermot. And they have remarkable stories to tell about themselves and their journey through life. And A Life After Life podcast is about the journey that we take in our life that brings us to a life after that life. And that's where these guys are. So they're going to talk to us about different things, different experiences they've had spiritually, physically, emotionally and mentally. Anyway, let's get going. I think we'll start with yourself, Paige.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to give us a little rundown on your life in general?
Yeah,
Where
absolutely.
it's taken you to today?
So I am 28. My name is Paige and I'm from Ballyfermot originally. I am a trans woman. So I transitioned from male to female when I was 15, 16, I'd say. I started socially transition when I was 16, but I started taking cross-sex hormones when I was 15. I grew up quite, no, I wouldn't say unhappy, but I'd say I always looked at myself in the mirror and the reflection wasn't the person that I really ever was. I think I always looked at myself and never recognised the person I was, and it's very freeing. I think now, since I've had SRS, I'm 2 years post-op now, gender-reassignment surgery, and I think being able to live my life now in a way that I never was able to live before in my entire life is something that I wake up every day and I get emotional thinking about it, because I've never had the life that I have now. I'm very, very happy.
You're you.
Yeah, finally. It's been a long road. It's been a really, really long road. And I think when it comes to transition, I think a lot of people think once you have your surgery, you're finished. And
It's just beginning, Paige.
it's really just beginning. And it's you learn so much more about yourself, and everything's so different. But it's you're learning about your transition in such a different light. Like, I always thought like I'd wake up after my surgery and that was it, then my transition was over. But like, you have to adapt to life as like a post-op trans woman. Like, and I spent an awful lot of my transition trying to run away from the fact that I was trans. And I think now I won't, because it is my identity and it is who I am, and I'll always be a trans woman of my own merit. And I think that I wouldn't be the person that I am today if it wasn't for the experiences I've had and how my life has played out.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very, very grateful for it. Very.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
very.
And so when you were growing up, and let's say you were about 13, 14, that was when you knew.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Like 8 and 9 is kind of like, God, I don't really want to play that. I don't want to be with them. And then why do I feel different? And then you go to 12, 13. It's a whole new ball game.
But like, I always knew I was different, as in like I never had any male friends or whatever. I came out as gay when I was 11. And I expected a huge weight to be lifted off my shoulders, and it really, really wasn't. But I remember watching a Louis Theroux documentary on transgender kids, and I was crying and crying and crying. And my mum was like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "That's me." Like, I genuinely do think that I was meant to be a woman. But like, there's pictures of me in a bikini when I was 8, 9, do you know? Like, with like rollers in my hair and a bottle of hairspray and a t-shirt on, running around. Communion dresses, you name it, I wore it. So I think it was a very natural transition. I think me and my mum have a joke, and I start using conditioner, and then I ended up becoming a woman. Like, it happened so quick, you know. It's just,
Beware the conditioner, boys.
yeah, beware the conditioner, lads, because it catches you. But yeah, it all happened so naturally. It was meant to happen, I think. And when you talk about the cards you're dealt in life, I think I could sit and wish I was a biological woman all day, every day. I could spend as much money as I could ever have trying to portray the life of a biological woman, but I genuinely wouldn't change the life that I've had, because I wouldn't know so much about myself, and I wouldn't be able to read people the way I do, and I wouldn't be able to protect myself the way I do.
Yeah.
And I genuinely do think that it's a blessing, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, you're a testament to strength,
exactly.
The resilience, aren't you?
Yeah, I try. You know, life kicks you sometimes, but I think the lesson in life is once you know who you are, and I think you'd resonate an awful lot with this. Like, I wake up every morning and I know more about who I am than any of the people that would have anything to say to me. It's like I get comments from people that are really irrelevant that I wouldn't waste words on even explaining. But I know for a fact that they go to bed every night and they don't know who they are as people. And I wake up every morning and I know exactly who I am.
Like myself.
Exactly.
Hurt people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And most hurt people are little keyboard warriors. Well, you know what? I know a good few people, and I've people personally within my life that, you know, are on your journey. And I just think, you know, it's amazing that you have that, as I said, resilience.
Yeah.
And that you're not afraid anymore, you know?
But I think, you know, when people say like about not being afraid, I think when it comes to my transition and when it comes to like you coming out, I think you genuinely don't have a choice. I think a lot of people say, geez, like, great for your courage and it's great respect. That's all well and good. But when it comes down to it, you genuinely have no choice. You have to, like, you're put on this earth to live your life the way you're supposed to.
Yeah.
And I think
to be honest,
the biggest courage is actually doing it. People can say whatever they want.
Yeah.
And people can pretend that they're living the life that they've always were supposed to live, but we're walking testaments to, I think.
Yeah, totally.
I agree. Yeah, definitely.
Totally.
You know? Yeah.
And yourself, Alan.
Hi.
Alan loves chickens.
Alan loves chicken. Alan loves fruit. That's changed from tomorrow. So
Are we changing that to chicken?
I don't know if I can because I have the blue tick before anyone bought the blue ticks. So like I was given that blue tick because I woke up one day.
You're a blue tick master.
I'm a blue tick
I'm
master.
I'm a Reiki master.
Yeah, there you go.
You're
so
a
I
blue
got
tick
that blue
master.
tick and I had a party when I got. I think it was 2023. I got that and I was like,
you worked hard for it.
Well, I did.
In all fairness,
yeah.
I think mine's $12.99 a month.
Oh, is it? Okay. So I don't know. I remember once someone said to me one day going, God, it's terrible we have to pay for it. It's like, who pays for it?
No, well, I paid for it
don't.
because a couple of years ago, I kept getting cloned accounts and people were getting messages saying, hi, this is Gaby, do you want to read and send me this into this bank?
You.
But only for people knew I wouldn't do that because they can't feckin' get me. I had to because it's protected then. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's probably a good thing that they have the blue tick for it. I didn't know what it was for.
Yeah.
But I got that, but that doesn't really mean anything anyway.
Yeah.
It's only a blue tick. So yeah, I have lived in Ballyfermot all my life. I'm in my 30s now.
31.
30, yeah, just gone 31.
You look amazing.
I was like, I talked to you a few weeks ago, it was great.
Did you enjoy?
Yeah.
That was last year. Keep up.
When we were in the lockdown, I had it on every year. Like I was having a 30th every year after the lockdown.
Love it.
I have done reality TV since I've been 24. And I'm in my 30s now. So I started off from reality TV, done a lot of social media, put my life on show from, you know, issues with my red hair, my identity, who I was, and kind of bringing people on a journey with me because at that time, I didn't particularly know where I was going with my career, what I was doing. I think I just wanted to be on TV. And that's just being honest. I wanted to be on TV. But as I got a little bit older, I started to realise, no, I need to do things that are for me and that's going to actually help me in the long run. So a lot of shows came in where it was more about my gender, about my hair, about my sexuality, relationships. And then I went and had surgery in Lithuania. RT came and followed me. I had a Brazilian bum lift and then the whole world
Did it hurt?
Did it hurt? No, it didn't really hurt. It was more the fact that I was limited to do a lot of things. I couldn't sit down. I had to lie on my tummy. I don't lie on my tummy, I lie on my back. And just all those awkwardness and going out with friends, bringing your BBL pillow with you. And I don't drive, so on the public bus and everyone's staring at you. I just stood up for majority of the time because I was like, I'm just too embarrassed now because everyone's saying, why on earth is this person on a pillow thing? So yeah, it didn't hurt. It was just more the journey of it, of trying to heal. But I healed really well because I'd done a lot of oxygen chambers and I went in there. So I healed great and there was no difficulties in my surgery. I was really good. I didn't drink alcohol. I ate really well and I just prepared myself. Yeah. So I'd done that and then I started to keep on going with TV. The TV world just started to come to me and I feel as if that... So people keep asking me, like, why did I have the surgery? So I don't identify as gay. I always knew I was a little bit more on the outer box, so I'm more non-binary. So I don't really kind of have that. I don't want to be male. I don't want to be anything other than that. I just always want to just be me. So
that's like they, them.
Yeah, but like I'm not strict with that though. Like if someone introduced me as he, I'd be like, whatever. Like it's fine. I'm not that kind of like, how dare you? I'm not on that rally banter. I'm not that crazy about it. But for me, I don't identify as that. I'm more flamboyant. I'm more feminine, and I just enjoy feminine energy. And I think when I watched Love Island for the first time in my life, I watched it, and I feel like I relate more to the females. There's no way
I can see you on a Love Island.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
No, I can.
They have one called I Kissed a Boy, I think, or I Kissed a Girl. It's kind of like a spin-off version of it. Yeah, Danny Minogue hosts it. I don't think I do that, though. It's not my kind of...
Stop it. I can see you on that.
Really well.
Yes.
Let me know if you feel the vibes. So, yeah, that's... Where was I going with that? Yeah, so that's what I feel as me, just me being me. And I think why I had the surgery was just kind of enhance my appearance. I didn't want to look masculine. I just wanted to look a bit like more confident in my own way. But
you weren't happy with how you were feeling.
And I think I didn't know why I got it done. And then I got a phone call to go on a show in America, and it was all about plastic surgery, and it was all about disliking plastic surgery. And I have to be honest, and I didn't really say this in any interviews that I've done, that I didn't really dislike any surgeries I had done. But there was a calling for me, and something was telling me that this is a show for you.
Go do this.
And I was panicking, ringing my friends, going, but I don't really want to get rid of the BBL. And they were like, don't get rid of it, go. And I'm like, no, Alan, they want you for you. They want you for your personality. You don't get it. And I'm like, no, I don't believe this. Anyway, went and done the show, and how the whole story just changed. They were all interested in my hair. It was all about, like, I had black hair at the time. They were just like, are you naturally ginger? And I'm like, yeah. And they were like, I think it's time you go back ginger. What do you think? And I was like, okay. So this whole journey down was all about my hair. It was all about
So was it over there that you went back ginger?
Yeah.
Really?
I was there for a while in America, back and forth. So it was the whole BBL thing kind of, not that.
So you still have your BBL?
I still have my BBL, yeah. So I didn't get rid of it. But look, when I got there with the psychologist and Dr. Terry Dubrow from Botch.
I love him.
And being with them, they did actually, challenge me to say, are you sure you want to get rid of this? They go, no, actually I don't. And they were like, that's fine then. And you came in this house for a journey to understand this, but they were more focused on then just more the facial fillers that I had on my hair, and then we got all that dissolved and my hair went back ginger. And then that was the whole journey for me, which I felt as if this was for me. This show was for me. And it kind of changed me. It mapped me. Created the person I am today. I know it sounds very cliche, but without that show, I don't think I would be physically me today. Yeah. I think I needed that at the time. I was going through a little bit of a rough patch in my life. I could feel it in my stomach. I could feel it in my aura. I was being very negative. Yeah. Everything was very toxic around me. And I just said, I don't know where I'm going with my life right now. I just feel a bit like, I don't want to be, that's your one from the TV. I hate that. That's your one from the TV. Yeah. I just want to do something for me. And that was the only, of all the shows I've done, from dating shows to whatever, this was the show that allowed me to be me. And I appreciate that every day that I got that opportunity. Well, we're putting
to the universe that Terry Dubrow's mate, the other fella.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
He decides to do something and I get you over there.
Yeah.
Because Terry's like, this is a nice lad.
Yeah,
I'll give you his number.
Yeah. I was hoping when the show ended they were going to have like a season 2 and I'd come back as one of those kind of like ex.
There might be a flip off of it or something different,
Yeah, I don't think so, because the producer, I got really good friends with him, and he ended up getting, I don't want to say it wrong. He has where your body kind of, you can't walk, you're in a wheelchair. What's it called again?
MS.
Yes. Yeah. So he got really ill, and he was the producer of the show, and we were really close, and I think that was his plan, but he's struggling at the moment, like, and God love him. So like that's what happened. That's tough now. So yeah. So I was hoping that I'd come back and do like a season 2 where I'd come back and say,
well, never say never.
Never say never. Exactly.
But maybe it'd be over there. I see it on like an American Love Island.
Yeah, you never know.
For like, non-binaries.
Yeah.
Well, who knows?
Or just men. Like, for me, it's like people say, I'm into men, and that's just it. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter what they identify as or what their sexuality is. I'm into men, and that's just really it. Yeah, so I don't care if they're bisexual, trans, man.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't bother me at all. Just like men.
You love who you love.
Yeah, and that's it.
Love world. Chicken.
That's it. That's why I love the world.
You're going to get sponsored by KFC after this?
Well, a lot of people thought I was going to get sponsored when I was over in America, or Popeyes. Anything that was chickeny. The Americans didn't get it though. They attacked me.
Really?
Because they thought I called them a chicken, as in like a scaredy cat. They didn't like it. And I kept saying, no, I'm not calling it a scary cat. Chicken is like an endearment, like I said, my little love, my honey.
Yeah.
And the whole America,
My
like,
little chick.
I wake up every day with followers from America, like going, oh, my chicken. If I put a post up, my post just is 90% is Americans. Shouldn't really say this, the revenue would be after me, but I made a few bob on cameos during Christmas. All
Deadly.
Americans were just reaching out saying, can I get a cameo? Say chicken this, say chicken that. I was chickened out by the end of the whole
Well,
thing.
keep telling them now.
Yeah, so
Coming
yeah,
back
you want
up to
any cameos,
Christmas.
guys? We're coming to Christmas. How
Yeah.
many months to go? 6. I got rent to pay. I've got everything to pay. So get your cameos in.
yeah. That is so funny.
Yeah.
Maybe I could train you up on the angel decks. What you think? And you could do cameos of angel readings.
I think it'd be great at that.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Because you are like, the two of you, you're like, I know you guys from coming to me. I hope that's okay. that I'm
Yeah.
telling
Yeah.
people
We are
for
clients.
having your readings. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know both of yous would have the aura of like greens and blues and purples, and them colours are all the healing colours, and also the visuals. So yous are visionaries. So you will both see things for what they are, and you'll also see situations for what they are. So even like conversations that we might have had in the car about certain things going on in life, you know things in here before them things happen. We do things that take us to a place to where we need to see a truth. It's because of your green. But the green also, and you're wearing your green and your aura also attracts the people that test you,
Yeah.
that want something from you, or that they need your light. Do you understand that?
Like, yeah.
So never get down by the people that test you. Okay, even if you want, maybe not.
Yeah.
Try not let
I'm
them get
starting
you
to be a
down.
little bit like, payback's a bitch now.
Yeah.
Like where before,
Just let karma do its thing.
I believe in karma.
Just let
Yeah,
that
I'm a
do
big
its
believer.
thing, like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'd always say, like, just ask for your energy to be brought back to you and for their energy to be taken back to them, and karma do what has to be done. And just leave it at that. It doesn't have to be anger, because you're making yourself sick when you get annoyed. Do you get what I mean?
And I do get sick when I'm annoyed. I get
Yeah.
really sick. I get
Yeah.
real like nausea. I get paranoid. I just
Yeah.
feel horrible.
You
and
get back pain, shoulder
everything.
pain.
Yeah, it's
you
horrible.
get that when you're annoyed. And when
Yeah.
you're freaked out about something, and then the headaches come when the paranoia kicks in. So I know yourself, Paige,
Yeah.
have you had many like psychic experiences?
I wouldn't say yes. I think I was a little bit skeptical when I first went to see it, and you completely squished everything that I was skeptical about. I think, but other than that, not necessarily many psychic experiences now.
You see things though through people, is it? Because I know you see things.
Yeah, true people. Yeah, 100%.
So it's more you're reading their energy, is it? That you just know if this is good or this is not good.
Yeah, I think it's energy, but it's a huge mix of body language and how people perceive themselves towards you a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be the main thing. Yeah.
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 The other side is, are you aware that trans people are more psychic than
I
regular?
wasn't aware of that. I do know over in India.
I think I did know that. Because I've got a lot of trans friends, and they have that aura around them where they're able to say things to me, and they get
That's
real
the blue.
spiritual.
That's
and
the blue.
Yeah, they get like that around me. Like they get really
And it's so important because you've got green aura.
Yeah.
The blue
I
aura.
noticed
Yeah, so with the auras, so let's say you have a green aura and your friends, so the trans community,
Yeah.
any of them I've seen have blue in their aura, which is an elevation of the spiritual gifts.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, so we have our chakras, right? And the crown chakra, and then you go above that, yeah? So you have like celestial chakras that go higher up, yeah? And they're open because there is a part of you from a past lifetime that didn't want to be the sex you were born into be. And that's open.
Like over in...
Do you get me?
Yeah. In India, a lot of trans, there's the culture, there's male, there's female, and there's the trans culture. But a lot of most trans women, especially over in India, are like noted as deities and like would give blessings or would be a very big sign of good luck when it comes to marriage and stuff like that.
Absolutely, because their aura is blue. So the blue highlights the strengths from the spirit realm. So you're saying that your trans friends tend to become a little bit more psychic around you. It's because you're green.
Yeah, and they're very into it. Like
So they're like, wow, I can see around you and I feel around
Yeah.
you. But just give them a little bit of advice from Gaby the medium.
if you're watching, guys.
Is to not do that if they're taking anything or drinking.
Right.
Because what happens is they open you up to spiritual attack and themselves up to spiritual attack, as in entities. Because drink is called spirits for a reason.
Okay.
So never read someone when you're drinking.
We drink a lot of spirits.
Just saying, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah.
So yeah,
And I
they
feel
say
that
the
with them.
hangover is the spirit leaving the physical.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Yeah.
So like there's so much to this energy world that we don't realise. But when you put it into layman's terms, it all makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It really does.
You know? When you were going in for surgery and stuff, were you praying? Would you be spiritual? Were you asking your guides to help you? Was there
Yeah.
any interventions going on?
I brought a chakra bracelet over with me. My sister gave me a chakra bracelet, and then my mum had an Archangel Raphael, I think,
For the healing.
for healing, and I brought that with me as well. And then I had like this little trinket that my mum gave me, and I held it with me the whole time. And I genuinely do think that did help
Yeah.
an awful lot. It really did, especially with recovery.
Yeah.
I was there for 28 days, but it was. I think having that around me made a huge difference.
Yeah.
It really
And
did.
like having the surgery that you had, the energy is orange.
Okay.
So what you should still always wear one of these. So this would be called orange carnelian. And what it does is it keeps your hormones running properly. It helps you hip to hip and all between. He's like, I'm buying one of them.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
getting
same.
loads of them.
Yeah.
Wrapped right
Yeah.
around my chicken
But
legs now.
that's it's for what's called the sacral chakra. But the sacral chakra is also when it's good and it's balanced. It's also your creativity. It's your creative side. It's, you know, that oomph and drive and will and
Yeah.
determination that you have been lacking a tiny bit. Do you get what I mean, Alan? And then with yourself, you were saying you got really good news today.
Yeah. So
We're so proud of
yeah,
you.
I'm happy, very, very happy. I got into children's and general nursing in Trinity, which is great. Starting 8 weeks, that's the path now into medicine. So I'm looking forward to it now. So it'll be 8 years before I
Amazing.
become a doctor, but it'll be eventual, you know?
Yeah.
It'll happen.
Yeah. And that's a road that you're going down. And by transitioning, being the woman you are today, that has opened them gateways to
Yeah.
you, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So that in itself is a spiritual journey.
Yeah.
It's all
You're
come
having
to
a
this.
spiritual experience in
Yeah.
a physical body. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So make peace with that body
Yeah.
now, if you can.
Yeah.
Don't be giving out about it.
Yeah, very
Because when
true.
we complain about our body, the universe doesn't know if you're complaining or you're asking, and it sends it. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's mad.
Get you.
It's
It's
mad.
mad.
Yeah. So when we have, like, with yourself, with both of yous, you would have the energetic field, and both of yous would have female spirit guides,
Yeah.
like guardian angels. And when we have them, what happens is the feminine guardian angel brings a feminine energy. All right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why the two of yous would be very feminine. Yeah.
That's true. I
Yeah.
believe that. Yeah.
And that would be all part of that. So that's why you probably, I never remember readings I done for you guys, but I'm sure there was feminine guides coming through as guardian angels to both of you.
Yeah.
Because that's how it rolls. That when the energy of the spirit guide or the energy of your guardian angel, so to speak, who comes into this lifetime with you, is a feminine, and you're born a male, then you become that feminine entity as well. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely, yeah. I
mad.
remember you saying to me one time we had done a reading and you had said that there was like this aura about me, but there was a little bit of the masculineness and you didn't know where it was coming from. And then I had mentioned then my transition and you were like, it makes total sense.
Yeah.
Because at the time it was a little bit confusing, I think.
Okay, so I was picking up the masculine energy
Yeah.
around your feminine sitting
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
You know, so that's great. So, you know, and that, you know, we talk about the male, the female, and then we talk about non-binary, but we're all one. We all come in the same way and leave the same way.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's just how we live and how we give our energy to others and how we receive others' energy is what makes us who we are.
Yeah.
You know, so as I'm saying, if somebody's really pissing you off, it's important to just let that go, you know, and say, I bid you well, it'll be okay.
Yeah, I have to learn to do that.
It's difficult though.
It's very difficult.
I hold on.
Yeah.
Like I hold on. And I have that personality where my face says it all. Do you know what I mean? If I don't like it, you'll know I don't like it. Yeah, and that's me.
Resting chicken face.
Resting chicken face, hen face, whatever you want to call me. I just have that face where I'm going to slice and dice you in 2 seconds.
Well, it might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but it'll happen. It's coming
don't
for
do
you.
It.
Yeah,
don't do
I'm
it.
learning now to take a step back.
You don't need to do that.
Like
Let
I'm just,
karma slice and dice.
Yeah.
No, seriously, because it works.
I wish you well, hon. Do you know what I mean?
And then the other side to it is, as I was saying, we learn. Everyone that enters our world, we learn from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This earth, we're learning every day. So it's who is sent to us to say a certain thing, teach us a certain thing, or to do something to us that's so bad. What have we learned from that?
Yeah. I remember growing up, but I don't know if this makes any sense, but I used to hear a little boy talk. Like I used to see and hear this boy in school. Okay. It would always be in my mind, always in my ear, and I'd visualise this boy. And I was like, what is going on? And I used to tell my mum and dad, like, just this little boy that keeps coming into my thoughts. Like a little boy.
Wow.
I don't know what it was all about. And it's never happened ever since. But when I was going to school, especially primary and secondary, I used to hear this little boy talking to me in my mind.
So he'd be minding you.
Yeah. And it was like he was telling me something, but I honestly didn't know what it was for. And I used to always think, was that my afterlife? Was that my previous life? Sorry. Like, was someone? Yeah, I don't know.
I'd imagine that was one of your spirit guides.
Right. Okay.
Definitely. And then that giddy little thing that's within you, because you are giddy.
Very.
Yeah.
You're a messer.
Love
you know
an hour laugh, man.
Yeah. Do you know, and kids will love you. It's because the child's within you.
Yeah.
You know, so that could also be, like, when we're small, some of us do have imaginary friends, but they're not imaginary. They're actually our spirit guides.
Yeah.
It's just how do you put that into words? So our parents would always word it, imaginary friend.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's as a child, like, just that goes away at a certain age then, does
Around 7 or 8. Yeah, you know, it depends. But generally speaking, children see things up to about 7. And then I suppose it's the conditioning of life. Or if you're told, don't say that, that's weird. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. You know? Yeah. Do you get psychic experiences?
I would get more of, like, I can predict things. I can see where the scenarios are going to go, situations. I can tell how it's going to go. Yeah. Like, with something like in the work I'm in, like whether it's a show, I can predict how it's all going to plan out. Yeah, and I usually get it right. That's the kind of gut feeling that I have.
Yeah.
Like, I know when there's a scenario going on with certain people, like friends, I know something's going to get brought up. I can tell already, in my body just tells me straight away, like, this shit's going to hit the fan now. I can just read that. I can read the room. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And I know I shouldn't say this, but I do judge a book by its cover. And I'm going to be honest, I am usually 99.9% correct. When I read somebody, I know if I'm going to like them, hate them, want to murder them, want to strangle them. I can tell straight away.
Well, from now on, will you just learn from them?
Yeah.
Because there's a reason.
Yeah.
So embrace the negativity as much as the positivity. Yeah. Because there's learning in both. Yeah. And maybe the people that you are avoiding are the ones that will be your best ones to send you down the path you're meant to be on.
I think
it's crazy, isn't it?
I've never ever tipwood had an explosive argument with anybody or an aggressive argument or had any fights. Never in my life, tipwood.
You're too girly.
Yeah, I'm not into it. My mate will kill you in 2 seconds. What I have to say, people be like, "Oh my god, you've no filter." Like, that's a horrible thing. I could have fucking done worse. Sorry for cursing, but I could have done worse. But it's just my mouth telling you how I really feel about you. But if I don't really want to be around a certain person, I make it known to them, as in, like,
you can't hide it.
I can't hide it. So it just means then that, like, okay, we're not going to be in the same room together.
So you're sitting there like,
no, I just won't ever be around them. I just, like, let's say you have that group of friends and you go, oh, don't tell me she's coming, don't tell me he's coming.
You just don't.
I go, but I just don't visualize them being there. They're just not there.
I get you.
Do you get me? But it's not me being a bitch or being mean. It's just my energy is just telling me I don't have time for this today. So
you're protecting yourself.
I am protecting myself because I grew up being bullied. Being harassed, targeted, trauma. I don't need any more of that now. So I think I'm a little bit more strong. And you probably got it as well for growing up as a trans woman, that people saying things to you, you do grow.
Especially
you
from
know what I mean?
Ballyfermot, like,
Yeah.
like being from where we're from, like you have a lot of these people that would say things to you in groups, but then behind closed doors would say the complete opposite.
Really?
You learn an awful lot.
I feel confident walking through Ballyfermot now.
Yeah,
like
same.
where before I didn't.
But you're like a little celebrity in Ballier.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I'd say they're like, oh, there's Mr. Love's World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
I
think I just Ballyfermot is small anyway, and everyone's a local celeb there. Regard if you're on the X Factor or whatever. Like, I think for me, when I grew up in Ballyfermot,
there's a few like people in there that came from Ballyfermot.
You got Alan McGarry, you got Paige.
Exactly, those six.
Yeah.
You've got Regina George.
Yeah,
Who else you got? You got Alan Hughes.
Yeah, like
They're all
there's a
from
good few.
Ballyfermot,
And then the
yeah.
Fury brothers, weren't they
Yeah.
from there as
They
well?
were, yeah.
Yeah, and who
The
else
singers.
is there? Your man on the radio.
Who?
No.
He's a bit heavy. What's his name again? I shouldn't say that, should I? Sorry, we have no filter.
Are you judging a book?
Jerry Adams. No, it's not Jerry. I'm not
Jerry Adams.
Not Jerry Adams.
That's
The radio
Belfast, not Ballyfermot.
the radio presenter.
Is there? I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
I'm a Clondalkin
DJ
head.
in the back. Do you know? I'll
don't
get
know
him before I
who's
leave.
that.
No, there is. There's a man on the radio.
Jeremy.
No, there's a man on the. If anyone's watching this podcast, leave the comments below and let us know.
Yeah, please leave a comment
Because
below.
I'm telling you now, there's a man on the radio.
Maybe I can get him on.
Let me ask.
Like,
Can I ask
like a
ChatGPT?
famous
Yes.
radio station. Like, are you talking Spin?
Yeah, the FM 104 News Talk. There's no Wi-Fi in here.
Is
Carl.
it Jeremy, Adrian Kennedy, Jeremy Dixon, Joe Duffy?
Joe Duffy.
Is it Joe
Joe,
Duffy?
well,
Is he from Ballyfermot?
From Ballyfermot.
ask Joe.
Joe Duffy, tough. I call him, but I have short names for
He's a
everyone.
bit heavy.
I didn't mean like that, you know.
Oh my god.
No, Joe
Poor
Duffy.
Joe.
Did you find out?
Joe Duffy.
I thought you were doing double check for us. I think it's Joe Duffy, but if it's not Joe Duffy, let us know who it is. But there is someone. So anyway, there's a load of
Joe Duffy's going to be shook now. He'd be like, excuse me.
He's
I'm
going
from-
to have us
I'm
on.
No,
not
he
from
moved.
Ballyfermot.
The person from Ballyfermot
Originally
has moved. So
Ballyfermot is like so old now.
yeah,
Yeah.
too
Like
big.
my mum's in her 80s and she was from Cremona Road.
Yeah,
Like, it used to be
Beginning.
called Gallenstown and all going back.
Remember that?
Yeah.
But you wouldn't walk through Gallenstown. You'd be slicing, dicing
Would
Gallons.
you?
Paige, yeah. You wouldn't be going through Gallo. Oh,
The
you'll
gallows.
never. There'd be bonfires, house on fire. No,
But sure, it's still like that. Someone put a black can in your hood in July. Fuck's sake.
Yours?
Yeah, up in Cherry Orchard, you get a black can in your hood in July
Oh,
at
no.
7
A
o'clock in
black,
the evening.
a black what?
A black cat, a firework.
In your hood?
In the hood of your jacket, yeah. Or you get hit by a rob car.
That's normal, yeah.
Okay, this is not good advertising for Ballyfermot.
So we were all actually lovely.
Yeah, come on over and visit.
Come on down.
You can wear a hoodie walking through Ballier, I
Yeah.
promise.
Without a hood, please, preferably.
I'm like, what?
Was it Joe Duffy?
Ah,
Yeah,
fab.
you got it.
Duffy.
Five
man.
The Joe
Come on, you know.
Duffy.
I told you, there is a lot of well-known people in Ballyfermot
Yeah.
that come from there. A lot of talent there, as you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know, so maybe we'd get you on
Joe
RTE. What do you think?
I remember, and I shouldn't say this, but I will say it. I remember seeing a psychic and it wasn't you.
If you shouldn't say it,
I'm going to say it.
this is
And she said to me, right, I'm not going to name the person because I don't want to put it out there. She said to me, oh, you're going to be in this person's company, right? And she says to me, just make sure, like, you know, you go up and buy them a drink. I said, I will, and my bloody bollocks go up there and buy them a drink. I never did. She goes to me, you need to get in there. I said, I don't lick ass. I don't lick anyone's ass. That's me.
Yeah.
No pun intended. But I don't.
and I'm not wasting the time.
No, I just don't do it. I just, like,
Yeah.
I can't be a licker.
Well, for what? Like,
For
what's
what
that going
reason
to...
do? Like, you know yourself, when you're in the reality TV world or TV presenting world, you're a competition regardless. So me going to another TV presenter and buying them drink on, like, he's going to be thinking, or she's going to be thinking, great, free drink.
Yeah.
They're not going to put a good word in for you tomorrow to RTE and say, give Alan a job tomorrow
Yeah, it
because he
won't
bought me a
change.
bottle of vodka.
And do you think they did?
No, I didn't buy him a drink.
Okay.
I didn't buy anyone a drink because she told me to do that. She goes, and I've always been in their company. She got that right. But I was like, absolutely not. They have more money than me, chicken.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're flat out getting a great salary.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to survive here in life. Everything's gone up in life.
You're
and everyone
so
thinks when you're
funny.
on reality TV, you think you make loads of money. Like, I never got paid for any of the reality TV shows other than the show I just done in America. And that was my ever first kind of paycheck where I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm actually getting paid here.
Yeah.
Like,
and you're fixing me to look gorgeous.
yeah, like, and I'm in the house with Kim Zolciak, Michelle Visage, and Terry Dubrow, and Larissa from 90 Day Fiance, you know.
Yeah.
So they were all getting, and I was probably the least paid person because I wasn't known in America. They were all A-list stars.
Yeah.
But for me to get that paycheck, I just felt like, yeah, I deserve that.
Of course.
I came here to give entertainment.
Yeah.
And I was the star of the show. Like, I was on every advert. I got the most press out of anybody. I was doing flat out press for 2 months. I was sitting in a room for 2 hours a day talking to Romania, Poland,
so you
Australia.
need to do more Zoom interviews.
That's me.
Yeah.
I'm good at talking, as you can tell.
I mean, like, because, like before, when I saw you going to work in the sun, which you told me about, I forget everything. I do see you going back there on some level and doing some show. But I don't know if it's a show about love you might potentially host and not be in it, or maybe you will be in it.
This week on Love Island, we find out if Gaby or Paige make it through to the next round.
I love it.
And you know what it is? It's a chicken mating season.
Oh, imagine.
But you know the Duck Dynasty.
The last reading I had with you a couple of months ago, you told me that I will be on another show, but it's going to be somewhere in Germany. And I said, I hate Germany.
Europe.
You said Europe. And I said, I don't want to go to Europe. I want to go to America. You're like, no, chicken, it's not going to be America. It might be an American show in Germany.
Oh, okay.
But you're not going to America again.
Okay.
You're going to Germany. And I kept going,
well, watch this space, because I do see you doing stuff.
Do you?
And it would be linked. Yeah.
Did you hear that, boys and girls?
So just keep putting it out there. So, you know, look up and see who's doing, I don't know, is it auditions and do over Zoom so you don't have to go
I'm only
away.
back now being me. When I came back from America, I was a bit down on myself. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't posting on social media.
That's the slump, though. Like
the
you're
horror.
coming
but
back
where
from
you're
being on
orange,
such a high.
Big high.
Yeah.
And then you come home and it's great to go out in the week and people go, oh, I loved you on that show, because it is on every platform. Hey You and Peacock, and you can stream it anywhere. So it's a show that's on everywhere.
Yeah.
You can watch it anytime you want. You can watch it 10 times a day if you want.
Yeah.
So that's great for me to be on that show. So it's great for me. It'll always be there.
Yeah.
But I came back on a bit of a dump and I was a bit like,
of course,
life's not
it's
great.
a complete anticlimax.
But something just changed, and I just started to say, Alan, start doing social media. So I started posting on social media.
Yeah.
I was doing all these, like, get ready with me, and I was wearing things that were very, like, sultry and very, like, crop tops and showing a bit of cleave, and knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
I'd wake up at, like, 5,500 likes, you know, and then it was trend, and then it was people were sharing the stories, but I knew what I was doing. I was like, the bitch is back now. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to give you a piece of cake now. And now that I'm doing it, I've done a podcast week, I've done a podcast with you, and people are reaching out to me now saying, Alan, would you like to come into the salon and get this done? So I'm like, now I found my spark again. Because I was just going through a really, really difficult time. Where am I going? Like, what am I doing?
But you know, like a few little tips as a crystallogist as well. And I'm saying about wearing the carnelian.
Where can I buy one of them?
You get them in any...
I'll just take yours.
Yeah, no problem. But the thing is, right, when you wear orange, you eat orange, you visualize orange, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to open up the sacral, yeah?
Yeah.
And you're getting that. It's like your mojo comes back.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
And I think maybe the both of you could do that.
It's needed. I need a book of it at the minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Gabriel is the archangel associated. So just come on. Do you know what I mean? You're going back to the hair. It will match.
That's what I'm saying.
You're going to look gorgeous.
Ever since I went back ginger, life for me did change. I know it sounds stupid,
you're
but
going back to yourself?
I got the fillers taken out.
Acceptance.
Yeah, I just started.
Maybe it's acceptance.
I'm not too, what's the word, I'm not too bothered about how I look anymore now. Like, I'm not self-conscious as much as I used to be.
Okay.
I'm not as paranoid as I used to be.
There's nothing worse than being self-conscious.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you won't want to leave even your home.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Because you're afraid people are looking or, you know.
Well, I'm judging myself before I even leave the house. Am I too feminine today? Am I too gay? Do I stand out a bit too much? Do I, like, I used to always think like that. Now I'm like...
Well, like, you can be your own worst critic.
Very bad.
And then it's very hard then, and then it ends up snowballing to the point where you're like, oh my God, I'm actually my own worst enemy here.
Very bad. Because it plays in your mind. You're going... When that, like, when I do shows and I do art interviews, the worst part I hate is the comments being left on. And I can't lie and say I don't read them. I do read them, and I go to bed riddled. My whole body shakes.
Yeah,
I do read them because
Don't read them.
And now I'm like, I don't give it damn anymore. Like, I remember a couple of months ago, I was walking through the city centre, and some man called me a ladyboy, And I just
You should have said thanks.
I kind of looked at him and said, thanks very much in a way.
Thank you.
But then again, I don't realise that when I go back home and I pop on my stories and I talk about it, that I've got press following me. So the next day I'm all over the Sunday World, I'm all over the Herald, and they're like, reality TV star Alan was a victim of homophobia and transphobia. And then the comments come again. He deserved it. Look at him. It's like... It
changes absolutely nothing. And like, see, like when you were talking about the comments and stuff being left on, I did a podcast there a couple of weeks ago. I got messages from people saying, I'm going to slit your throat.
Oh.
I had another person text me saying that when I die in 100 years' time and someone digs up my bones through the bones of a man, whether that's true or not, it's that hate. And then you put up something then about that then, and the hate comes in again. But then there's like articles about like transphobia or homophobia or X, Y, and Z, but nothing actually changes. Nothing absolutely changes.
It's like,
so you either don't listen to the comments or don't read the comments or just turn them off.
Yeah. Now when I do interviews, I do ask the article, do you mind turning comments off? I do the interviews. I don't want people tagging me. I don't like that. I'm just like, whatever. Yeah. But like, I just don't like. My mom is obviously old school. She'll tag. That's my son.
Mommy's back.
I'd be like, Mom, stop tagging me. Because letting them know who you are, because I don't want you getting messages next. You know what I mean? Because she doesn't live in that lifestyle. I don't want to be part of that lifestyle. And my dad hates that lifestyle. So my dad's like, don't know how you do it. A lot of my friends always say to me, don't know how you do it. I was born to do it. Yeah. Like I remember being in school and just writing my name all day, like Alan Stars. And Jedward's mum was my teacher in school, Miss Conjun.
Oh, I love
God rest her soul. She passed away, and she so smoked me, going, "Stop writing your name." And I used to be like, "No, I'm gonna be a star." And she, "No, you will not." Right? And I go, and then what happened? Our two sons are pop stars. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I just believe in all that kind of stuff.
You were probably triggering what she was feeling about her boys.
Maybe so. Yeah, maybe she probably knew they were going to be two, pop stars. But I used to be always in school just fascinating my life, as in I created my life before I knew what manifesting was. Manifesting.
No, you were doing it. You were manifesting.
Yeah, but I didn't know I was doing that, because back then in school, that was never taught, and that was not even a word we'd even use. No. Now it's so popular word. There's books written about it now. There's TV shows about it, and every celebrity talks about it. But I was always doing that in school, visualising, going, like, signing autographs and books. Not that I ever signed an autograph in all my life, but it was me visualising that in my life. I don't think I've ever signed my name on a contract. Or a check. I'll take that check. How much? $20,000? I'll take it, baby. I didn't get $20,000. I'll take it. But I used to sign it, but I think it was me just manifesting the life of pop star, pop culture, reality. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't mean I was going to sign autographs. It was just me visualising that.
This is my name.
It's manifestation.
It's like when I went to watch Michael Jackson's movie. Yeah. He done a lot of that nobody knew that he'd done. Like, he had a big, huge wall full of his ideas where he wanted to be, and it all came true. Yeah. But no one spoke about it back then because he just thought he was a wacko jacko. But he wasn't. He was visualising his life.
So do you have your vision board?
Yeah. My vision board, I don't have one, but it's in my mind. I know that's not great. I should write it down. Yeah. I heard a story that a girl wrote on her vision board. She wrote, like, about her job, that about being made redundant and how much she's going to get, She wrote it down for 21 days and she got it.
Yeah. But even like, I have a vision board for me for this year in my kitchen, because the kitchen's the heart of the home. But just don't stick it on the fridge, because the fridge freezes things out. Okay. And there's another thing. So if somebody's pissing you off, put their name.
Do you do Botox?
Write their name.
Do I?
Yeah.
You're so ADHD. So you write their name on a piece of paper and you put it in the freezer. Make a little block, and then you freeze them out. They won't come near you. They won't text you. You won't hear from them. It's great.
And my freezer's going to be full, that door.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, don't stick your vision board on the fridge, right? Stick it somewhere within the kitchen or around that. And just, all you have to do is photographs. It could be one word. Yeah. Influencer. It could be one word, American star. You know what I mean? So even if you've got 4 things stuck on it, just stick them on it and keep looking at it. Yeah. So every day give it a little wink and a nudge, this will happen. And it will happen.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's just the mentality of what we're looking at, we're going to make happen, more so than it being up here. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because when you're looking at it, you will go for it more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a mentality to it more so than a spiritual?
Your mind is always rambling too much that you can't concentrate, but if you see it in front of you, you'll always remember it. Where I think of one thing, it goes out. As you said, I do have ADHD. Yeah. I just know when to stop. I go off topic all the time.
Yeah. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Having it there in front of you and
that's just your little superpower. That's your superpower. I have 2 dogs in spirit sitting here. Do you know that?
Oh my God, stop it.
You told me this before about mine.
Oh my God, stop that.
No, I do. Because I was saying, like, when I do my podcasts, it's not about me reading people. It's not about me promoting me. It's about people talking about their stories of a life after a life they once had. Excuse me. But the whole time we're talking, it's like I can see there's a white dog there and then there's like a terrier dog.
That's my dog.
So it's like I'm seeing two dogs sitting there.
Yeah.
Is that your dog?
Is the white dog
little
yours?
white terrier, a little West Island.
Yeah, well,
That's
the two of them are sitting on the right there in between you.
Oh my God.
I know.
That's mad.
So they're witches. Do you know what I mean? It's mad.
And I'm mad my dog comes to me because I used to irritate her. Like, she used to run away from me because I used to squeeze her. I used to nibble on her ears. I tormented her because I just loved to annoy her. I just loved her.
Yeah.
But she was so close to my dad. Like, didn't leave his side. Until this day, he is still grieving over her.
That's the way we are.
Yeah,
In my
like
dad's.
Family. It's a
so
family
much.
member.
My dad would be the walker, the feeder, you know, the one that minds them.
And my man be screaming, going, "Pappy, get off me leg." And I missed that, even though I don't live at home anymore. But I did miss that, being in my room and going, "Mom, shut up and leave her alone." Even though my mum couldn't hear me because she was deaf.
So is it like a Yorkie terrier?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the brown one I can see.
Okay.
And then, so we had the exact same white dog as you.
Yeah.
But we got him in Tipperary, so we called him Tipsy.
We got our dog in Tipperary.
I wonder where did the
years ago. It
same.
was like a little puppy farm years ago. And we were only young.
Yeah.
And we went and got him.
Yeah.
We picked him out of a litter. But that's gas in there as well. That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, now that would have been probably about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
No, we're probably the same litter. Like, how crazy.
That's mad.
I knew we were karmically linked.
Yeah.
To our little tipsies.
I know, that's
Yeah.
mad.
That is
So your
mad.
dogs are there with you. So isn't that mad?
That is mad.
So as a medium, when I see things, that's kind of how I see it. So
Yeah.
it could be just something quite random.
Yeah.
Like a pet sitting in your aura or something, you know? But like I remember when my dog died, my mum wouldn't be into anything like, you know,
Yeah.
my dad's mad into healing and every day he heals and, you know, he's 82, mum's 81. And I remember when my dog Willis died 4 years ago, I was an emotional wreck. And I had a dream and Willis was running through cornfields, like, you know, like golden,
Yeah.
running, real happy. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so happy. I know he's okay. About 2 days later, my ma, now Nanny Pat is not in town. I had a dream about Willis. I said, did you? He was running through a cornfield. I'm like, Mum, I had the exact same dream. Like, how mad is that? Of all people to say it to me, I was like, shook. He's really getting his message across to
Yeah,
me.
because she's not like that.
No,
Yeah.
no. So it was like lovely. So do you dream about spirits or anything? Like, would you dream about spirits or would you?
I used to a lot.
Did you? No,
Yeah.
I haven't now. No, but I would go to bed and I would I haven't done it a lot. I used to do it a lot where I'd talk to my angels and I'd ask them for guidance and direction and I thanked them for today for protecting me. I did do that a lot, but I've stopped doing that. Maybe I should go back to doing that because I feel like I wake up a little bit better.
Yeah.
And I think I'm not as,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel
And
like
grounding yourself before
my
you go to
day's a bit
sleep
better when
helps
I
you
start
sleep.
thanking my angels for protecting me. I haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah.
But I feel like I use them
Yeah.
when I need something. I have to stop doing that. I shouldn't be relying on them for something when I need something. I think that's selfish of
You can constant, like.
I think I should do it all the time just to be grateful for that. But I do believe in all of that. Like that, my spirits are always protecting me. Because I remember one time I went to Turkey and I'll never forget this on my mum and dad's life. This is actually non-exclusive because I spoke about it before. But I went to Turkey, went to Istanbul. My friend was getting a hair transplant. We went during the lockdown. And I met this guy in a bar and he kept looking at me and he kept going, you have lovely eyes. And I goes, oh, thanks very much. Girl, I'm getting lucky here. Getting pregnant. Anyway, I'm joking.
Pregnant.
So he said to me, we asked him, is there anywhere nice to eat around here? And he said, yeah, up the road there. It's like a lovely little kebab place. So we were like, oh, thanks very much. See you later. So we went up. But when we got there, he was there. And we were like, how did he get there?
Go, gadget.
Because he was literally just behind us and you'd have to go with us to get there.
Or around,
Anyway, he was clever. So we got these little kebab. We bought him a kebab because it was nice for him to bring us there. So he said, where are you saying? We told him we were saying stupidly. And then he said he was from Greece and blah, 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 and that he was a tourist. And then we were like, okay. So he asked me my number and said to me, give me a text tomorrow and we can grab a drink. And I was like, why not? I'm on holidays and I'm single. So the next day he texts me saying, hey, do you want to meet? And I said, love to meet. So my friend and his boyfriend were like, we're not going to go, Alan. Do you want to go? Like, enjoy your night. Like, I was like, all right, I'm going with this really strong, masculine man. He looked like a big bodyguard. He looked kind of like a Russian. So we went to this club, and I walked into the club, and it was real dark. And I started to see all these girls going around like little or nothing, dancing on tables. And I was a bit like, am I in a brothel? Right? And I'm looking around going, I don't want to drink. My energy straight away told me, this is not going to be good.
Yeah.
So he ordered a bottle of vodka, and I was like, where are you going with a bottle of vodka? And all this fruit and all these nuts and all started coming out, and I was like, no, something's not right. So I got up to go, and he pushed me down and said, no, you can't go, we have to pay the bill. And I said, what bill? Because I didn't order that. And the man came over to me and was like, you need to pay €500 for this. And I said, why? And he goes, because that's how much it is. He ordered the party package. I goes, what party package? No, it's birthday today, chicken. And he goes, no, you need to pay. But as I was walking out, a gang of them were like, you need to pay. So I obviously had no cash. I only had my card. They wouldn't take cards. So as I was walking out, and I mean this from, like, this is no word of a lie. There was a cash machine across the road. But as I was walking out, I was walking over to get the cash out. A car came out of nowhere and knocked that man down, the one that tried to rob my money off me. I'm going to play the voice now so I can get into it. And basically knocked him down. And all I remember was people just flocking around the guy going, oh my God, oh my God.
And you ran off.
And I ran off. And I ran and I ran and I ran. I didn't know where I was going because I was like, before I'm in Turkey, and I was like, I was in Istanbul, and I was like, sorry, where's this hotel? And they were like, go this way, go left, go right, go. Here it was.
That was somebody who taught you a lesson.
So I got back to my hotel. I told my friends. They didn't obviously believe me. They were like, I think you had a bit too much. Now go on to bed. And I was like, no. And he was outside the hotel because he obviously knew what we were saying. And he was ringing me. I don't have any Wi-Fi here, but he was ringing me, and he was like, I'll try and play a voice note. I have one going, you better come down here. And like, I'm not paying this bill. Who do you think you are? What you done to me? Wow. Like, I mean, he sent me pictures of his foot. He got knocked down in. Then he sent me, that's a video of.
No, I've seen that.
So your spirit guides.
You'll hear him.
I'm bad man, okay.
He's a bad man, he said.
You my friend?
Did you hear them? So they were all like ringing me, and he was like to me going, you left me, you must pay the bill. But that was my gut telling me, and someone protected me that day.
Absolutely.
And ever since then, I was like, my spirit guides with it. Because how on earth could I just walk out with some random nightclub, literally going over to get cash because I had to, because these were all strong men. They would have literally.
Terrified.
Yeah, you have to. I was intimidated by them. And a car to come out and knock him down. I was like, Archangel Michael, Raphael Chicken,
Thank you.
Thank you, Lord.
Yeah.
And I ran. That was the first time in my life I knew I had protection around me. And I have to be grateful for that.
Isn't it mad, like, how vulnerable we are, and we don't realise at times?
I'm very vulnerable. Like, I am very, even if I'm meeting somebody for the first time, like where before I'd be riddled with anxiety before I even let them in my home, because again, I don't want Jeffrey Dahmer coming to my house. You know what I mean? You don't know what people are up to, what mindset people have these days.
That's why you just always ask Archangel Michael to be around
the world is a scary place now for everybody, so you just don't know who you're allowing in, and I want protection. But that's me. I always put myself in them situations, but I always have my gut where I know who I'm talking to is, no, I feel okay with this.
It's genuine,
yeah. Where you know yourself, you just don't know.
Have you had any, like,
no
mad stuff like that? No. So you've been kind of
I've been very lucky and very protected. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good. So the two of you are single at the moment.
Yeah.
Do we have to bring love in?
Well, I don't pray a lot, but I do pray for a little bit of, like, I do want that. Like, I don't know.
There's an archangel for love. Shamuel. Yeah. So if you know the way I was saying about the orange, if you wear pink, so rose quartz.
Yeah.
And even if you buy yourself a piece of rose quartz, and it's okay to buy it yourself, and you hold it in your left hand, because your left hand's your receiver.
Okay.
And you ask the universe the type of love you want. Yeah? It doesn't have to be looks, but it can be, you know, I suppose different kind of ways they might have, or values in life. And put it under your pillow and sleep it until you meet that person. It works.
You told me I was going to meet an Indian man.
Oh.
Kind of had a bit of a situationship with one. comes and goes when he wants. I only met him on Saturday.
Is he nice?
Too much information. I feel like a whore.
Yeah.
But I met him. But I did tell him for the first one I met him. I think I scared him off because I was like,
So you say Gabby told me about you.
I would say it's
Ah,
like she
stop
told.
that.
Yeah.
I did. I said it to him. He kind of looked at me and said, "What?" I goes,
No,
"I think
don't.
you're meant to be for me now." And he's like, and "This guy is handsome. Not particularly the kind of guy I'd go for, just because
Yeah.
it's not, like I have an attraction to certain types." So.
Yeah.
Very handsome, but I only met him again on Saturday.
I love
again,
that.
but I don't think it's gonna be. No, I'd be open to another
You
Indian
put that
man.
to the universe now.
And it'll come back to you, yeah.
So, are you happy with everything? Is there anything you want me to ask you? Have you any questions?
I don't know.
No?
I think you kind of answered everything.
Yeah.
You told me I'm going to be on another TV show.
Yeah.
You told Paige is going to do really well. You said
Paige.
our dogs is here.
Paige, you're going to do great.
Thank you.
I'm just so excited for you.
Yeah, there's a lot coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hard work, but like
Yeah.
anything worth having.
Is worked hard
It's-
for.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Like your blue tick.
Yeah,
See?
I got that before everyone paid for it.
Yeah. And we're just putting out to KFC and Popeyes and all them chicken
Sponsorship.
fillets and all them
Well, I
places.
don't mind. If you want to sponsor Gabby's show,
He's
I'd be more
ready.
than happy for that as well. So we can
Oh
get you
yeah,
more
for me,
Yeah.
I'm
so,
thinking
yeah.
of you.
Yeah.
And we come in the KFC buckets. I'll come in every week to taste the bucket
Yeah,
of
the
chicken.
chicken.
I have to make sure the taste test is there. I hate, no offense, those TikTokers eating food.
Oh, I hate like the mukbangs and all.
Just
I
hate
love
Or the
people.
food
them.
reviewers.
I hate food
I
reviewers.
love food
I shouldn't
reviewers.
say
Yeah.
that, but with their mouthful.
Oh,
I
no,
know.
I'd be
Oh yeah, no,
starving.
don't like that.
Yeah,
bit.
man, Nazi. Is that a Nazi nasty?
You're
He's
thinking of
burgers.
nasty, yeah. Is it
Then-
nasty?
Yeah, I'm not into that.
Oh, I do love it.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
Do you know
it'd be
I
absolutely
like it
leopard.
because then I'm not eating it because I'm looking at him eating it. I feel like a vet. You know what I mean?
I like food
Yeah.
reviews, as in like come to
Yes.
this restaurant to do lovely things,
Yeah, I
but
love
not
that.
someone sitting there eating a big kebab and it's all over their face.
Yeah.
But I do find your one, the little small one from Tallaght with the little friend. What's her name again?
Oh,
Zoe.
Mamacita.
No, I don't know who she is. Zoe. No, Zoe.
Oh, Zoe Flynn.
I love her.
She's gas.
She's gas.
Oh my
I
God.
want to be her friend. Do you see Zoe?
No.
She's a mad thing, but I do love her and I wish her all the best. She's watching this because
Okay.
No,
she's
she's
brilliant
Hi, Zoe.
because I like to see these people do well in
I
life.
love
I
it.
do, but not eating kebabs with their
Well,
mouth
talking
full.
about food, and
Yeah.
it's funny how we roll this way. I want to thank my sponsors, Josh's Place in Ballymount. So Josh's Place is a cafe, but they also do, where you go along what's it called, carvery.
Oh,
So Greasy Spoon Cafe and Carvery. And I also, when I was there the other day, saw people working on their laptops. So just sitting having a little coffee.
vibe.
Yeah, and there was a little like printer and everything. So it was kind of cool. It had a vibe, a few different vibes. And it's such a big place. There's loads of little nooks that you can
Yeah.
sit. But yeah, so I just want to thank Brendan and the staff for their generosity in sponsoring my next few podcasts. So thanks very much for that.
Yeah.
So I want to thank Alan. Alan
Thank you for having
loves
me.
chicken.
Loves chicken, loves world.
And we love you, chicken.
Thank you so much.
And I
Thanks for having
hope
me.
nothing but the best for you.
Thank you.
So I'm going to give you this to wear, and you're also going to buy yourself the pink quartz, yeah?
Okay. Where do I buy the big quartz? On eBay?
Jesus, I'll talk after this. Yeah. And Paige, you're just an inspiration.
thank you. It was really, really
you
good
know,
to be honest.
And I think it's a very private thing that you talk about, but you talk about it with dignity.
Yeah.
And you're quite graceful with that. And
Yeah.
I feel part of your grace is giving yourself grace to be the woman that you deserve to be
Yeah.
today. So
Yeah.
well done.
Thank you so much.
Well done, you know.
Thanks.
And don't mind the haters.
Oh,
Haters
jeez, they never
gonna
did.
hate,
Never
you
did.
know. And the other side of that is we're people. We're all humans.
And trans women pay
And
the
it's
world
just,
for
yeah.
us at the end of the day.
But it's
Yeah.
also
It
just
is.
being a
Pride,
kind
nothing without
person.
We have
trans
Marsha
women.
P. Johnson
All of that.
throwing the first
Yeah.
brick at Stonewall.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and
it's
that's
very
why
true.
a lot of my friends are trans because I just feel like I relate to them. I
Yeah.
feel comfortable with them. And they always say
Are
to
they
me,
all mostly trans women?
trans women, yeah, and
Yeah.
they'd always say to me, Alan, you remind us of us.
It's
Yeah.
the divine
Like
feminine.
when you were grown, like when they were growing up like me, and they always question me about my identity, and I'm like very private about that. And my time will come when I feel like what I want to do in my life. But like they always say to me, like, you just remind us of us. And I just feel like I love going out with them because I just have that connection with
Lovely.
them. The aura, the energy is better, and I feel more confident going with them than going into
I
a gay
guarantee
bar
you
with gay
their
men.
aura is blue.
I'm gonna
guarantee
find
it.
that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mad, isn't
Yeah.
it? So listen, I really appreciate the two of you
Thank
coming
you.
on and talking.
problem.
You know,
Thank you.
Thanks
and
for
another
having us.
unpaid gig for the two of you. So sorry about that.
Well, we got a bit of a reading, so
Yeah,
it worked out.
delighted.
Nice. That's the only reason
Yeah.
why I came. I'm joking.
But Poppy is saying, woof woof, love you, Daddy.
Oh, really? And I remember when you said to me, before we go, I talk all ADHD getting me. You said to me, I see a dog here and she's going through the poppy fields. And
Stop that.
You did say that to me, and I was like, our name is Poppy. Imagine that. And I was just like, oh,
imagine.
Right. Yeah. And she came through, you said Poppy fields, and I got her name is Poppy. Gaby strikes again. Yeah. Gaby Gabs.
Well, listen, thank you very much for everybody that tunes in. And don't ghost me. I'll see you again. A Life Afterlife podcast is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a legal, medical or financial professional, but I am your spiritual friend. Any spiritual advice given on this podcast is not a substitute for legal, psychological, medical or financial advice. Discretion is advised. You, my listener, holds full responsibility for your own spiritual results, growth and protection at this time. Thank you.